for 26 series continues today with a topic that affects every single one of us. Planning for the future. Here to help us understand the importance of wills and trusts is financial expert and host of Her Money podcast, Chatzky.
Hey,
Hi, Gene. Welcome back.
Wills, trust, estates, it sounds overwhelming. How do we,
It scares so many people, which is why people procrastinate. So if you look at the statistics, they're terrible. 60% of people in this country adults do not have wills. And the reason that they don't have wills is because they're afraid, so they avoid.
Is it because they don't want to think about death?
Yeah. There's a whole field of academics.
But it's like proven it's going to happen.
Yeah, at some point it's
100% certain.
Coming. It is coming, so we might as well do something
Also,
about
people
it.
think it's expensive or it's overwhelming that way. It doesn't have to be, right?
It really doesn't. You can get a basic estate package for around $1,000. Depends on where you live. You can get it cheaper online if you don't have $1,000. But when you look at the components, they're really just 4 things.
Yeah, let's start with the first one.
Need. You need a will.
A will.
Right? And you need a will because a will is the document that says, here's what's going to happen to my stuff, my assets. But more than that, it's the only document that allows you to name guardians for minor children, which is why I get so angry that people don't have wills. Like, I don't care about your money, but I care about your kids.
Yeah,
right?
So who gets your kids?
In case something happens to you, who do you want to take care of your children?
And I do care about your money, but
yes.
Besides the point. All right. You need durable powers of attorney for both healthcare and finance.
Very important.
These are documents that say somebody else is allowed to make decisions for me if I am unable to make them for myself. With the durable powers of attorney for finance, make sure you talk to your financial institutions. Some of them have their own forms that they want you to use, so you want to get the right ones. And you need something called a living will, which tells a hospital what you want in terms of life support.
And then you have to have a person in charge of that, right? In case you can't advocate for yourself.
So that's your healthcare proxy. That person steps in. The living will basically says yes or no.
It's all written down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. And what are some alternatives if you can't afford the $1,000?
There are so many resources these days online. There are programs like LegalZoom and NOLO, and there are forms available in every state for free when it comes to durable powers of attorney and living trusts. And so you can really look them up. But I like the idea of, even if you go the online route, paying a lawyer for just an hour to look it over and make sure everything is buttoned up.
It sounds very fancy. I'm going to use the word estate planning.
Yes.
Estate planning. But what are the most important things people should consider when estate planning?
Well, it's really just those basics, but there are some things that people tend to get wrong.
Okay.
So let's touch on those.
Yeah.
Beneficiary designation. So you've got a 401k, you've got an insurance policy, you've named beneficiaries for these things. These sit above your will. So your will is not going to take care of this. And often what happens is somebody names a beneficiary when they start a job. They never change it again. They go through life. They get divorced. All of a sudden, the ex-husband is getting the money, right? Which is not what we want.
You have to update this.
You do. Every couple of years, you want to go through and make sure that they are updated. Also look at how you're titling your accounts and your assets.
What does that mean?
It means who owns those and what is the form of ownership. So with a bank account, again, sometimes you hear parents saying, well, I'm just going to put my oldest child on my bank account with me. That way, if anything happens to me, they can take care of it, which is true. But you set yourself up for an estate planning mess because all of a sudden that one child is the co-owner of the bank account. All the other siblings are left out in the cold. So
your lawsuits happen.
Yeah,
right.
And people don't talk for years. So you're better off setting up what's called payable on death, where you name as many people as you want to get those assets, and the durable power of attorney for finance, make sure that somebody else can manage those decisions for you.
How about trusts? Do people really need trusts?
You know, trusts are useful when it comes to 3 things. Number 1, control. If you've got a special needs child and you don't believe that they will ever be able to manage assets, if you have other children that you, for whatever reason, do not believe they will be able to manage the money, 40% of inheritances are blown within the first year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. And it's because it's an emotional thing. People do not know how to react to the fact that, oh my gosh, I'm coming into this money because my parent died. Like that feels bad, and we react in very, very strange ways. So trusts are good for control. They're good for privacy. Probate is a very public process. They can also help you avoid probate.
Yeah,
you
takes
know,
a lot of time.
It
Yeah.
does, and especially if you have property in multiple states or you own a business, probate can be kind of a nasty process. So if you want to avoid it, and and trusts are also good for sort of doing two things at once. So if you'd like to give some money to charity, but you also want to take care of your kids, you can put some money in trust. Your kids can get the income from that trust in the short term, but eventually the principal in that trust can go to charity.
When should families start discussing inheritance? Yes.
Now would be good, but I like this 40-70 rule. So if you as an adult child turn 40 and your parents turn 70 and you
they
have
should
not
know.
talked about this,
Yep.
it's time. But my kids are late 20s, early 30s. We have started to talk to them just about, here's what you can expect, here's what you want. And I lost my mom about a year and a half ago.
I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. The fact that she was so open with me about what she wanted was an incredible gift.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really let me off the hook when things got rough.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. This is really important information.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
For this info and more, go to our website. Don't forget to check out Jean's podcast, Her Money. We'll be right back with the inbox.